Maho Bay, 7:44 a.m. U.S. Virgin Islands. Monty and Anna. Water is just amazing, warm. This place is going to be jam-packed in about an hour. We're one of the few that are here early. Love and travel. That's our channel. We've been here in St. John since Tuesday. Today's Friday. It's our last day. And we'll see what we get out of it. Just breathtaking, beautiful. If you've never been to St. John, Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, you should put it on your bucket list. It's just beautiful. From a man's perspective, it's beautiful. I could wake up to this every day. Walking in the water and the sand. Just beautiful. Be early. That's all I can tell you. Be early. Because if you're not early, you're not going to get a good spot. All the beaches have very little cover as far as trying to stay out of the sun. That's why you gotta be early. Be the early bird. Get somewhere underneath shaded trees, shrubbery, whatever you can do. Or people are doing those little shade things that they fill bags with sand to hold it up. But it's breathtaking for sure. Love and travel. Check us out. We're going to have tons of videos from St. John. We have other videos as well. We like to go to just do small things. Things to relieve stress. Go to a hotel that has a good hot tub. Don't really care too much for pools. As long as they got a good hot tub for your achy bones, that's all that matters. So we got good videos. If you like what you see, subscribe and check us out. But this is just breathtaking. We're going to do a bit of snorkeling today. Let's see if we can see any turtles. Gonna try to do some underwater videotaping. Let's see if we find any turtles or not. Just gorgeous. Just gonna let the camera sit here for a minute. Let y'all have a good view and enjoy it. There's Anna waiting for her painkillers.
Waiting for the turtles. They chose us as their neighbors. They said it's going to get crowded later, and if you want shade, you need to be by us because where we were at wouldn't get shade.
Just gonna let the camera sit here for a while. Let y'all catch the view that we have. Where did you say you're from, Maryland? I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Did you? Where? Okay.
Only Yingling Bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Went to school with Dick Yingling's daughters, 5 of them.
The oldest brewery in the country.
Yeah. They thought Canada to get the title.
The oldest in North America.
Canada to get the title.
What was Canada's competitor?
Huh? I have no idea.
Interesting.
I make the joke all the time. Yeah, I could have been here today.
You're bad.
Good.
It's your bad.
We all went to school.
You're still here, aren't you?
But no, I left in 1998, and I never went back.
Yeah, but we thank you for doing that job.
My brother's son is a 20-year Marine. I see you're a notch above that.
Yeah, you are. Just a little bit.
Sorry, Major.
Yeah.
There was nothing left to do.
Yeah.
I had all the schools, all the everything, all the education, 2 college degrees. So I came out of Afghanistan in 09, and that was the end of it. I'm done. My peers, literally, everybody at my level at Sergeant Major, you know, it's the pinnacle. When I was a private, they were walking down the damn street, it was part of the water.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody went the opposite
Oh,
direction,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
But today, no longer.
Oh, really?
Not on the same level.
It's not a matter of respect, it's just a matter of people at that level, they don't do their damn job.
Nice.
Oh.
I don't BS it, I just people at that level should have a little more command authority.
Yeah, you have to command us.
They just
Turtles out there.
they make the rank and they sit around and drink coffee and smoke cigarettes and don't do shit. And it kind of made me a little upset about it. The political BS and the bureaucracy of it.
Yeah.
So I got out. I said that was it. I'm done.
And here you are.
That's a good career.
It is a good career.
It done me good. My kids went to college for free. They didn't have to.
That's a big thing.
That's huge.
Indiana it gives you Indiana gives veterans if you're a combat vet with a disability and you're an Indiana resident, which I was at the time.
Who said that?
And you live in the state for 2 years. Your kids go to school. So the minute I found that out, I was a resident in the state of Indiana. I was an Alaska resident.
Oh, were you? Where were you in Alaska?
Fort Richardson.
Yeah.
It was my first duty assignment, and I never changed my residence. Just stayed in Alaska residence the entire time until I retired.
Good.
And then you worked.
You too.
Then I met this beautiful woman here. So I carry everything and get everything ready. I do whatever she wants. And I didn't want to come here, but she convinced me to be here.
Stay where you're at.
Go get us Chick-fil-A. Fill my car up with gas. Did he quit? Burn, baby, burn. You all got to go back tomorrow?
I hope it's much better than it was the first day. The first day was absolutely horrible.
What happened?
Everything.
Not
Everything
good.
that could happen happened.
You're starting out
4 hours early at the airport. American Airlines, they were late getting to the counter. And when they got to the counter, they were just so rude. Absolutely rude.
Hey.
The guy told everybody basically to get out of the line and go to the cubicles or the kiosk work and get your tickets and your baggage.
They don't work either.
So, yeah, they don't. So the guy was extremely rude. I mean extreme. And it took 20, almost 30 minutes later before they even started checking people in because they kept telling everybody to go to the
Let's put our stuff right here. This is a good spot.
they have to do this. So after that adventure, you get to the gate, and then the same guy shows up at the gate, walking over to the gate. Then he steps off as everyone's boarding, has a conversation with somebody. For over 20 minutes, they were standing in line waiting for somebody. Then the plane got delayed because the fuel tanker got problems until we get fuel in the plane. So then we went to Charlotte, North Carolina, ended up here in St. Thomas. It was just an absolute shambles. And then we had to go to Enterprise. Enterprise was good. Your insurance ain't good enough because we got to ready. They say if there's any damage whatsoever, you got to pay for all this before we leave. But we'll make the estimate. You have to pay for it when you go. But you have to have police. And it just kept going on and on.
I see where I'm going. I'm going right out there in that dark area.
But
You'll be able to see people start to go in an area. But right now, I don't know, do you have
yeah.
Okay. Because probably now is a good time. It's hard to go over the ground. Yeah. You wouldn't even have to go far. It's like that's what I'm thinking. Here. Yeah. You might go now if you can tolerate it. There's a lot of people. You might just
Yeah, the final kicker was my bank hit me with a front alert when we got here. Some use my credit card. Hit me with a front alert. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? So I thought we were going to be stuck at St. Thomas at the airport. I don't know what I'm in
they resolve it pretty quickly.
Right, call and tell them.
Yeah.
I
That's what
call
they're
everybody
waiting
and
for.
say, hey man, I'm in St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Please.
They usually resolve it pretty quick. They just want to hear from you. Yeah. I've had that happen
That happened to me in
before, where I've had to call them
So I said,
to get it active.
It was That's one Bay, Cinnamon Bay, Watermelon Bay, Salt Pond Bay yesterday. That was real good. I was just driving on the other side of the island.
That was different. Different, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. It's way different.
But you know what? This beach right here, the sand is perfect. They have they got everything happening here. But I mean, it's fun to see that side of the island. But it's fun to see it. Just to explore with your jeep is fun over there. I know it doesn't have to be like this, but if you
Not
like
at all.
it has feathers. Yeah. Fine. Water lemon cake. I've never